We're somewhere below Mount Hood right now.
Frog Lake.
Where are we?
Frog Lake, Teacup Lake.
Frog Lake, Teacup Lake.
Right next to the PCT. This is the PCT right here.
Yeah, this is Fish. We hiked the AT together last year for a few sections in Virginia. I don't know if y'all remember him. It was a video, 22 miles with the Schleppen crew. He was gonna do the 12 for 12 challenge, 12 beers in 12 miles, something like that.
12 hours too?
In 12 hours? That's not too bad, actually.
In 12 minutes.
Yeah. So what we did is I got into town, got into Portland, linked up with Fish. We went by the grocery store, bought a bunch of like chips and fruit, and we have been sitting out here giving out trail magic.
No.
Paying back what was given to us last year to hikers on the opposite coast, because we're out on the west coast today. And this is almost 2,000 miles into the trail. Most of the diehards are coming through right now, the ones crushing like 30 miles every day. So we're gonna shut up, clean up our trash, and meet the hikers that we got to spend the afternoon with.
I'm Birdshit.
I'm Himalaya.
And
we're
together,
the
we're the
super siblings.
My trail name is Superstar. My name is Anya.
Kickstand.
I said if I had a trail name, it would be More Socks. That would definitely be mine.
Matador.
Savage.
And let me give you a quick demonstration of how you get kickstand.
And they were
Trekking poles come in handy.
Joking and whatnot. And they had three.
You really just need to bend down and just get some leverage.
Didn't want to ask
Goes a long way.
We're out here on the Pacific Crest Trail. It's 2,658 miles long, and we are currently at about mile 2,062,
something like that, 70?
No, 2,080 something. Yeah. So we've been hiking since May 2nd.
Yeah.
A little over 2.5 months now.
Today's day 85, I think.
Yeah.
And
just trekking along. We wake up at 5:30 or 6 every morning and get going, and we walk till sunset pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm a snowboard, PCT snowboard. I started exactly July 5th in Snoqualmie Pass. Almost 900 miles in. I started in Campo and went north, and then I got off at mile 830 in the Sierras with an injury. And I had to take 4 weeks off and decided to get back on at Cascade Blocks in Oregon and head south.
Calendar Triple Crown this year. That's all 3 trails in one calendar year. From Toronto, I'd be the first Canadian to do it. And yeah, got almost 5,000 miles done this year. About 3,000 left. Pretty excited to get to Washington.
Yeah, she's been taking morning shits a lot.
Best part of the day.
She'll take a shit
Release the negative energy.
She'll take a shit like 30 minutes into our hike, so we just finally warmed up and she's like, gotta go.
That's why I choose to be a solo, because I would like to do it by myself and being alone in the wilderness, because it's a great experience. It's good for your self-development and personal.
Oh, my favorite parts are just whenever we get to stop and enjoy like a lake, maybe go swimming in a lake, or being out here like with you guys with Trail Magic, or stopping in a cool town.
The community aspect is my favorite thing. All the people we get to meet.
Yeah.
My favorite part has been hiking with other hikers and meeting people along the way. When I can sort of get into that community feel and feel like I'm doing the trail with other people rather than just by myself, that's a really great feeling. I think the hardest thing on the other side of that is hiking by myself. I did set out to do this by myself, so I was expecting it, and I knew that I'd be hiking alone for a lot of it, but I didn't realize how hard it would be to stay motivated the entire time while I was doing it by myself.
On the AT this year was pretty gnarly. Some waist-deep snow through Vermont, the whole mid-Atlantic. So yeah, I'm from Toronto, which is the ironic part, so I live in snow 8 months of the year anyway. So you think I'd be used to it, but apparently not.
Here, throw me that turkey.
Yeah, last year I went.
Don't sit in that cool. Throw me that turkey. I am hanging with dudes. Kickstand.
How'd y'all link up?
We met in Chester, so about 700 miles back on the 4th of July. He handed me a Keystone Light and said, Drink up. You're not hiking out tonight. But I did.
Life for life.
Yeah, we can't tent further than 4 feet away from each other, or we get separation anxiety.
It's too far to throw hot sauce to each other.
Do you have a really can you pass me the turkey you're sitting on?
It's a little strange.
Yeah.
It's a weird transition.
Hard salami and
Met in Mexico on a humanitarian trip, and then 2 weeks later I proposed.
And I said yes.
2 weeks later.
Yep.
And then within 3 months, we got married in the middle of the Mediterranean on the island of Malta.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Yeah. So yeah.
And we lived in Malta for like 7 more months. Then we moved to Jordan, the Middle East.
For like 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years working with persecuted Christians from Iraq that fled from ISIS.
Yeah.
And then we hiked.
Yeah. Yeah. So living in the Middle East, like everything's dry and desert. So I was like, what's the opposite? So we decided to hike the Appalachian Trail last year, and we did. And then this year we're just doing the Oregon section. So yeah, we like to get out here.
We just moved to California.
Country. I've seen a lot of the U.S., but none of these cool wilderness areas. So getting to be out here and experience some of these places has been kind of the highlight. Places that you would never really see if you were just on a week-long vacation. So.
Once we saw a fox with a dead snake in its mouth.
Yeah, it was like standing on the trail looking at us.
Yeah, I was very scared at first. I was scared sleeping alone in the tent. I was scared of everybody and everything. First of all, of bears. I was carrying a super heavy ursak and put all my food there like 100 meters away from my tent. But now everything is fine. I get used to it. It's been almost 1 month since I'm on PCT, and I feel like it's my life now.
I guess we were talking about this the other day, and we think the question we would ask them would be, why do you want to hike the PCT?
Yeah.
Is it because you want to be in nature and get to do awesome things and see beautiful things? Then do a section hike or do something shorter. But if it's because you want to do a hard-ass thing and push yourself to your limit mentally, physically, and in every way, and do something over and over again, even when it hurts and sucks, and accomplish something huge, then do the PCT, do the whole thing. And
otherwise, just go like on a section hike or something. There's no reason to suffer for so long.
Yeah.
Or to push your body so hard, you know?
And if you're really passionate about Canada, then take a plane there.
Yeah.
If you want to do something really hard that's awesome and badass, then hike the PCT.
I'm a type B personality. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants, so I had a kind of overarching plan, but it's always on the fly changing.
I'm seeing like the sisterhood of the traveling pants. I'm like, this is cool. It's like the Golden Girls.
Get yourself in trouble. I would say if you get injured and you have to get off trail, just try to be patient. I know it's really, really hard and it gets really frustrating, but a big thing that helped me was not going home. I was lucky enough to stay with my sister here in Oregon. So I think if I had gone home to Vermont or Boston, it would have been a lot harder to come back to the trail, but staying somewhere where I was sort of like in a transitional state the entire time helped me stay in the trail mindset and get back that way.
Yeah, lots of snakes. We saw a bear, which was really friendly looking and playful. It looked super playful. It looked at us and was like, we were both looking at it.
It was like it wanted to be our friend.
Yeah, and then it scampered off into the bushes and watched us as we went by.
I like Austin, Texas. Yeah, that's where I live currently.
I wrote a book about our love story, actually. It's called A Love Worth Waiting For. You can buy it on Amazon. Yeah, it's a quick read.
Really, I found it really hard to keep up with the blog.
One of our friends, he's in front of us, a couple days, he said, the miles get hiked when you decide you're gonna hike them. If you set out and say, this is what we're gonna do today, and then you do it, that's how you make miles. If you don't have a goal, if you don't have a push, a drive in you, don't
You'll
expect
still
to
be
finish,
at Casa de Luna.
You'll still be at Casa de Luna, that fucking vortex at mile 400.
Yeah.
The hippie daycare.
It's a great experience. It's something you'll never forget. It was something really that makes me appreciate life.
If I see snow again, it might just be the end of it.
It's all about consistency. You keep doing it over and over again and you'll get there.
Yeah.
been great. Did you have a good time?
I had fun. It was really cool. What I was really interested about is always the start point. I don't know, like Amokalola was such a trip, and it's such a decision that I don't know. I like to ask them about why they made that decision, and what did they think about getting to the trail, and the process of getting to that first step on the trail is really strange.
Did you see that enthusiasm, unabashed life that comes along with thru hikers?
I definitely missed it. I definitely felt the energy that they were feeling that I had on the AT. It makes me just want to get back on the trail.